If you care about the oppression of women, you cannot separate that from the oppression of Earth.
What environment enabled the silencing to go on, such that this pattern was able to continue?
How can we transform the organization of society such that forces of violence become obsolete?
These are all ramifications of a colonial and capitalist worldview to be complicit in such a violent history.
How do we change, heal, transform so that this harm is no longer possible?
All my life I've waited here for you. Held my hand and kept my demons off. What if there will never be a start? Oh, I'm dying, there will never be an end. Oh, I'm dying, there will never be an end. On the one hand there is love, on the other what I've lost. On the one hand there is love, on the other what I've lost. Go ahead, forget. Go ahead, forget.
A Litany for Survival. Actually, the title of this poem is A Litany for Survival, number 630, because I think we always have to remember that that particular decision for survival isn't one we make for all time and it lasts. We make it constantly, over and over and over again, which of course is what the poem emerges from. A litany for survival. For those of us who live at the shoreline, standing upon the constant edges of decision, crucial and alone, for those of us who cannot indulge the passing dreams of choice, who love in doorways, coming and going in the hours between dawns, looking inward and outward, at once, before and after, seeking nows that can breed future. Like bread in our children's mouths, so their dreams will not reflect the deaths of ours. For those of us who were imprinted with fear like a faint line in the center of our foreheads, learning to be afraid with our mother's milk, because by this weapon, this illusion of some safety to be found, the heavy-footed hoped to silence us. For all of us, this instant and this triumph, we were never meant to survive. So when the sun rises, we are afraid it might not remain. When the sun sets, we are afraid it might not rise in the morning. When our stomachs are full, we are afraid of indigestion. When our stomachs are empty, we are afraid we may never eat again. When we are loved, we are afraid love will vanish. When we are alone, we are afraid love will never return. And when we speak, we are afraid our words will not be heard nor welcomed. But when we are silent, we are still afraid. So, it is better to speak, remembering we were never meant to survive.